Nigri Iwewe Mawanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true begotten Son, Matthew 1:23, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigratia, land of the gods. Kunta Kinte Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel. Peace from above. Amani kutoka. You peace from above. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Good to be back. Fuha Sabbath Siku. Happy seventh day. Big Book of Life to be read Wednesdays and Saturdays. The fourth day and the seventh day. Anyhow, let us begin with Agano, Emmanuel, New Testament of Emmanuel. Matthew chapter 21. Now, when they drew near Jerusalem and came to Bethphage at the Mount of Olives, then Emmanuel sent to the sea place, saying to them, go into the village opposite you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Loose them and bring them to me. And if anyone says anything to you, you shall say, the brother has need of them, and immediately he will send them. All this was done that it might be fulfilled, which is spoken by the prophet, saying, tell the daughter of Zion, behold, your king is coming to you, lowly and sitting on a donkey, a colt, the foal of a donkey. So the disciples went and did as Emmanuel commanded them. They brought the donkey and the colt, laid their clothes on them, and set him on them. And a very great multitude spread their clothes on the road, others cutting down branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Then the multitudes who went before and those who followed cried out, saying, Emmanuel, no, excuse me, no. Then the multitudes who went before and those who followed cried out, saying, glory to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of God. And when he had come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, who is this? So the multitude said, this is Emmanuel, the prophet from Nazareth of Galilee. Then Emmanuel went into the temple of gold and drove out all those who bought and sold in the temple, and overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves. And he said to them, it is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. Then the blind and the lame came to him in the temple, and he healed them. But when the chief priests and scribes saw the wonderful things that he did, and the children crying out in the temple and saying, Glory to the Son of David, they were indignant, and said to him, Do you hear what they are saying? And Emmanuel said to them, Yes. Have you never read, out of the mouth of babes and nursing infants, you have perfected praise. Then he left them and went out of the city to Bethany, and he lodged there. Now in the morning, as he returned to the city, he was hungry. And seeing a fig tree by the road, he came to it and found nothing on it but leaves, and said to it, Let no fruit grow on you ever again. Immediately the fig tree withered away. And when the disciples saw it, they marveled, saying, How did the fig tree wither away so soon? So Emmanuel answered and said to them, Assuredly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will not only do what was done to the fig tree, but also if you say to this mountain, Be removed and be cast into the sea, it will be done. And whatever things you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive. Now, when he came into the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people confronted him as he was teaching and said, By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority? But Emmanuel answered and said to them, I also will ask you one thing, which if you tell me, I likewise will tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, where was it from? From heaven or from men? And they reasoned among themselves, saying, If we say from heaven, he will say to us, Why then did you not believe in him? But if we say from men, we fear the multitude, for all count John as a prophet. So they answered Emmanuel and said, We do not know. And he said to them, Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. But what do you think? A man had two sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I will not. But afterwards he regretted it and went. Then he came to the second and said likewise, and he answered and said, I go, sir. But he did not go. Which of the two did the will of his fathers? They said to him, The first. Emmanuel said to them, Assuredly I say to you that tax collectors and harlots enter the kingdom of God before you. For John came to you in the way of righteousness, and you did not believe him. But tax collectors and harlots believed you. But tax collectors and harlots believed him. And when you saw it, you did not afterward relent and believe him. Here, another parable. There was a certain landowner who planted a vineyard and set a hedge around it, dug a wine press in it, and built a tower. And he leased it to vine dressers and went into a far country. But when vintage time drew near, he sent his servants to the vine dressers, that they might receive his fruit. And the vine dressers took his servants, beat one, killed one, and stoned another. Again he sent other servants, more than the first, and they did likewise to them. Then last of all he sent his son to them, saying, They will respect my son. But when the vine dressers saw the son, they said amongst themselves, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and seize his inheritance. So they took him and cast him out of the vineyard and killed him. Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to these vine dressers? They said to him, He will destroy these wicked men miserably, and lease his vineyard to other vine dressers who will render to him the fruits of their seasons. Emmanuel said to them, Have you never read in their scriptures? The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This was God's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Therefore I say to you, the kingdom of God will be taken from you and given to a nation bearing the fruits of it. And whoever fall on this stone will be broken, but on whoever it falls, it will grind him to powder. Now when the chief priests and Pharisees heard his parables, they perceived that he was speaking of them. But when they sought to lay hands on him, they feared the multitudes because they took him for a prophet. Interesting. Very interesting. Did you hear what he said about the donkey? Because one more time, fulfillment of purpose. You see what I'm saying? Having the knowledge of the things that he has to do. Because chapter 21, verse 9, blessed is he who comes in the name of the God. First and foremost, glory to the Son of David. Yeah, because there is no other way to understand the book of life. Because I don't read the Bible. You may have a Bible. This used to say that until I peeled that off of there and put on here what it called itself. So I do not, I could care less about anybody's feelings about, concept. My adjustment to this book starts from the outside. And so the adjustments I make on the inside, he allows me to. Now, when you understand that everything is about him showing his power, one more time, let me see, the fig tree. The fig tree, it's about him, God of gold, through his begotten son, Emmanuel, showing his power. One more time. Listen and understand. He was not bragging on himself. And those who can't think would be like, why would you kill a tree? Because it didn't have the fruit. But one more time, it was used as an example of the power that Emmanuel had within him, because his power he got from God to gold. One more time. That's why he continuously acknowledges who he is. See, glory to the Son of David. One more time. Glory to the Son of David. See, I'm just listening to somebody talking about Jesus, the Son of God. Yes, he is. They're God. They're God. But if you pay attention to God of gold and pay attention to his begotten Son, Emmanuel, see, this speaks about Emmanuel, the one whose name means God with us, so that we can understand how everything gonna come together, and knowledge that everything for a reason, a purpose, and a goal. Just like the man sent his son and they killed his son. They killed his son. But one more time, that was testing, 1, 2, 3. By he who blessed him with a son. See what I'm saying? Now on the back end, most folks are like, wow, how can that be? One more time, we talk about the book of life. See, the book of life. Just like he was telling the parables. See, the parables is for you to interpret things certain ways, and then your interpretation could be yours personal, or it could be everybody's interpretation. One more time, you have to pay attention to what the book's saying. One more time, I know what you may be reading. That's not what I'm reading. See, I'm not reading no Bible. I'm reading what it called itself, the book of life. And the interpretation is that everything that happens is for to display his power. And when you understand it's about his power. It's not about thinking about he killed a fig tree because it didn't have no fruit. It's about him killing the fig tree so that they could see the power that he had from he. And he let them know you can do the same thing. But you got to believe in he, not the Son of God. You want to know the Son of God? Luke 3:38. One more time. Son of God, Luke 3:38. Son of God, Genesis. When he blew through the nostrils and told him stand up. Through the nostrils. Brain first, then the heart. Through the nostrils. Brain first, then the heart. Through the nostrils. Brain first, then the heart. You're a man, use your brain first, then your heart. One more time. In order to be a true man, you use your brain first, then your heart, because this is where he comes to us first. That's why we are in and of logic. Now, once you understand that those who ain't got the feet upon his goals, those who ain't got the head of wolf of the lamb, is doing their job by making sure that those who do don't acknowledge God of goals. Don't acknowledge Emmanuel. See? One more time. One more time. Like I said, in my book, everywhere JESUS is Amen. I put I-M-A-N because I know it means Emmanuel. 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 One more time. I'm not here for everybody else. I'm here like my big brother Emmanuel. Through me, you get to he. Just like through him, I got to him. One more time. One more time. I just like with everybody else with that Jesus. No. It's right there for you to see. She will name her child Emmanuel, which means go with us. And if you, like me, just like he got through saying, you can have the exact same power. But you got to believe in him. And in order to believe in he, God of goals, you have to recognize what he said, not what they want you to see, but what you see. Matthew 1:23 makes it plain and simple. Imanuel. I don't care nothing about two M's, and it may even be an E, but I know it's an I. I notice the original is Imanuel. 7 letters, his number. So it ain't like I'm trying to make things happen so that I can dictate or whatever. No, 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 no. I am teach knowledge. I am just like my big brother Emmanuel, a teacher. He teaches those how to get closer to global goals. I am just like my big brother. When you read the book of life, you understand the concept of the fig tree. It was about his power displaying. He was displaying his power through his begotten son, and his begotten son is letting them know since you are a part of me within life, you too can have this exact same power. You just gotta believe in he who sent me. One more time. Because remember now, Emmanuel already know what he gotta do. And he looking at Judas, knowing with the knowledge that he the one who gonna do it. But what he gonna say? Nothing. Because fulfillment of purpose. One more time. In the name of excuse me, in the name of Emmanuel, go with us, the one and only begotten Son of He, God rose, and she, who man Adam called the Son. I saw this honor. Thank you very much. Nigri, Niwewe, Mawanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called Son, S-U-N. In the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, land of the roads. Kunta Kinte, Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel. Peace from above. Amani Kutoko. Peace from above.